G'day, welcome back to Fading Margins. Well, as you all will have known by now, the UK has banned Hexamine, Esbit, Coglin's fuel tablets, for reasons best known to themselves. It's all a load of nonsense, you want my honest opinion, but we are where we are. So we have to find an alternative. Well, as it happens, I already had an alternative. These are the Firedragon clean gel solid fuel tablets that everybody's going to have to use if they want to use something equivalent. So I've got my super lightweight one-man boil set here. I've got my Snowpeak 900 and my Four-Dog Stoves Bushcooker Light 1. And what we're going to do is, these are little burners, but we're not going to use those. We're going to whack one of these gel tabs in here and go about boiling 500 mils of water, see how we get on. Hope you'll hang around. Talk to you in a minute. Alright guys, let's crack on. So, got these fellas here. Oh, look out, Snoopy nose. It's not food. This is what you have to put up with. Come on, off you go. He's got old. Let's tear it open. Looks a bit like that. And the upside of these is you can use them to sanitize your hands and other things. There you are. Pop out. I wrote to them, I said they need to make these out of foil. They made them out of foil, everybody be laughing because you have it's like an instant stove. Right, so we're going to drop that in there. Thus, in case you guys are wondering, I'm actually sitting outside my garage. So I just finished putting my bike away after commuting back from work. So in here is 500 mils of water. Now we'll go all in. There we go. You have to bear with me a sec. I'll put the lid over there. I'll be right back. Growing up, I never ever remember boiling a billy with a lid. But then it's the climate, isn't it? Right, so everybody's favourite survival tool. Yeah, we're off. My new titanium windshield. Put her on there. Let's see how we go. No, I'm not going to keep you guys hanging around here while this goes. If anything exciting happens, I'll turn it back on, I guess, and I'll probably edit that out. 'Cause, I know there are people who like to watch water boil. I'm not one of them. Yeah, so off we go, races. This lid, by the way, is also from Four-Dog Stoves. This is a custom windshield. Because I wanted one that I didn't have to put on tent pegs, and he's as you can see, he's put I don't know what you call it, little like creases in it to give it more structural integrity. Really clever guy is our Don, and so that's going all right. I think it is blowing out through the holes on the air holes on the sides. See if I can not knock all this over. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see in there. Perhaps not. But yeah, I can see it just down in there, bubbling in the pan. Because here's the thing. They say it's a solid fuel, but it liquefies before it melts, liquefies before it burns. or as it burns. So you end up with an ashtray full of liquid. That's all alight. Let's have a little look-see underneath. See how we're getting on. Ooh, chuck a bit of that in there. There's no more, as you can see, and if you caught that, the gel block itself, about that size, completely melted out. I don't know if there's enough oomph left in it to start the wood, but we'll see how we go. So, looks like that's caught. As you can see, things are now coming along very nicely. Yeah, that's my slipper. I'm out here in my slippers. Because that's how all true bushmen test their equipment, out in the backyard in their slippers. You can't smell it, guys, but there's a lovely aroma of burning wood coming off that. No smoke. The crucible is hot. These bushcookers, if the crucible isn't hot, or your wood's damp, or you've made a hash of it in some shape or form, they will smoke. But if you get it right, they are the cleanest burning things you're ever going to meet. They're really, really good. And they're all but virtually smokeless. That's a bit of moisture coming off. We're just picking stuff up off the ground. Not too bad. It's not my intention to run these little fellas down. I think, you know, their heart's in the right place and they're aiming for the right sort of, they're aiming in the right direction. What I would say is, as I said, if they make these out of foil instead of plastic, like a Mr. Kipling's cake, then it becomes almost a stove in its own little burner in its own right. I don't know that there's anything they can do about the gel melting, and I do think that in a setup like this you're going to lose some of it because it's, you know, you're going to have this massive trickle down effect. And the only other thing I'd say is, of course, you can't really split them. Well, I haven't tried. Perhaps I'll have a go at splitting one and using a half or something, and then seeing how long what happens to the other half if you leave it lying around for a bit. But you know, with a hexamine tablet, you could split a hexamine tablet and then tuck it back in a sealed container, and she'd be good as gold. Not so with these, well, at least I don't think so. But we're going to find out, because they're worth having. It's always worth having some sort of standby, especially out here. There are climates. You know, I spent a little while out, a couple of months, traveling in the American West, and out there, you know, a lot of the countryside is semi-arid. We saw in 2 months we saw no more than a day and a half of rain. So finding dry materials not such a big deal. Here in the UK, we came back. We went for over 2 months where it didn't rain, where it rained every day. Sorry, in any 24-hour period. So it's a different kettle of fish. Yeah, she's starting to talk, and there she goes. Get a knife full of that. That's golden. Absolutely marvellous. So, and because I'm a proper outdoorsman, in this particular instance I'm going to save myself the hassle and go with a tea bag. Fantastic. So as the coals and the Four Dogs Bushcooker 1 burn down, as I enjoy my Lady Grey, I wish you all health and happiness, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. You all take care now. Bye bye.